Hello everyone, Liliana from Vanillandcanela here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a house tour. It is 2 weeks after moving date. So we've been in the house for 2 weeks and I'm going to show you how it's looking. Now it's nowhere near finished. I have loads of projects. I'll probably point them out to you as I go along. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. So we're going to start at the front door. I have hung my wreath on the outside and a little hello sign, and there's some pot plants outside. I'll show you that another time. And then if you remember, there's this area and I've put one of our Kallax units here, and this has all our shoes. So the top bins have like gloves, sunglasses, sun cream, you know, it's going to have the winter hat, all that kind of stuff. Alex, me and Paul, and that's extras. And then at the bottom I have all our shoes, again Alex's, mine and Paul's, and then extra stuff there. And this is how I've put stuff on top. Our internet thingy is there as well as our phone. We can drag our phone into the living room, which is no problem. This has bits and bobs that we need as we go out of the door. And then just some bits. And check that out. My lovely new neighbour gave us that a couple of days after we moved in, which we thought was lovely. Such a lovely thing to do. I've hung a picture above. We've had this print forever, maybe 10 years, something like that. But I've never hung it because I'm not a massive fan of trains. With that being said, it's a beautiful, colourful picture. So that's that. Okay, if you remember, to the left is our bathroom, our downstairs toilet, and we have decorated. I think this was actually one of the first rooms I did. This used to be my old house, the same with that. We just put some stuff, decorating. There is the basket I got in TK Maxx the other day. And let me just show you from here. We've just got a little picture, a little air freshener and bits and bobs. So this is what the bathroom downstairs looks like. I love it that we have a skylight. Okay. Ta-da! Next, if you look in, we have that quirky little window. I have not done much with it. I literally just put a pot plant there. It will grow, you know. I will come up with things as we go along. Just got a shelving unit there, and this is the basket that I'm going to use to take things up and down the stairs. At the moment it has a Poundland bag in it with stuff for charity shop. And then just here, that's Ethel. We have this chair that used to be in my office with a basket underneath, and all our coats that we're using at the moment, and the idea being that we come in, sit down, take our shoes off. So when you get to here, you can either go that way to the living room or that way to the kitchen. So I'm going to take you into the living room and the dining room. And this is it, guys. I know you have been waiting to see how everything is looking. And here it is. Now, we're trying to sell that armchair. Once that armchair goes, that unit will move into the middle and it will look a lot less cluttered. But we're not having much luck. It's such good state. We've sold the little puff that used to be in front of it. But anyway, so let me show you. projects I want to do is paint this white. I've actually got some chalk paint. I think that will make it pop. We're going to paint this glossy white, but again, it's a project for when Alex is in school. I love that there. And I've just put some bits on it. It doesn't mean it's going to stay like that. I'm also going to do something with this back here of the fireplace as well as the bottom. But again, it's a different project. And you guys, this is my favorite bit. I bought a really cheap unit. This cost £25 from Amazon. I will link it below for you. I have spray painted it, but as you can see, it's not very well finished. So my intention is to paint it white. And then you see it's a very cheap board here, but I'm going to cover this with a Fablon or sticky back paper so it looks like a oak coloured wood. And I just love the way it looks. I'm so in love with it. I've just found loads of different bits and bobs and just added it onto there, and it acts as storage. I'm going to move that. It's actually not adding anything. It looks better. It looks a lot better like that without the little thing there. But anyway, this is very farmhouse inspired, and I just love it. I think it looks awesome. Let me know if you guys like it as well. So I am going to paint that white as well. Now I know a lot of you like that colour, but I'm over it, and it's not this living room. And not only that, it's really like damaged. I never protected it, so yes, it just needs that to be done. This is our table. I still am hoping to sell it. I would love to get that style, mid-century style. You guys know I love it. So at some point that's going to be replaced. Our wall is pretty much the same. We changed some of the pictures, but stays the same. And again, the decor on top is just somewhere for it to go right now. It will evolve. In that corner there, there's that basket that used to be under the fireplace. It used to be full of toys, but it's now full of like cushions and blankets. And then you guys have seen what a find this was. I know you all agree with me. You've left me comments on it. I'm so in love with it. And I bought this plant to go in my indoor plant garden, the shelf upstairs. But I really like it there in my Orlakylie pot, which is again very mid-century. They're the white cushions that I got in IKEA, and I wasn't sure if they were going to be downstairs or upstairs. For now, I'm happy with how it looks. Again, our intention is at some point to replace the sofas with something lighter. One thing I became aware is just how dark the sofas are, and I think lighter sofas would look nicer here. But this is how it's looking. Check out the rug. Love the rug, and it's actually really easy to vacuum. Okay, so if you keep going around, you go into the kitchen, and here it is. I have not really styled it or chosen a color or anything like that. Pick those up. Love those. You're going to see that in a haul soon. So I've just put stuff down, and it kind of stayed so far. I love this kitchen. Love, love, love. Our washing machine has to be in there, and Paul reckons he can rig a dishwasher in there. But I'm debating dishwasher or dryer, because there's not a lot of room to dry clothes indoor in this house. So anyway, so here is our pantry. I will show you that another time. Our bin lives here, and we have these cupboards. And guys, you remember that? I don't even see that. I know this was really like, I hated it, but I don't even see it. It's like it's not there. So I might have put a photo of this on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please go and do so. And yeah, I've hung my clock and some of this measurement charts and things like that. I had those in my old house. I've got something in the slow cooker. My in-laws are coming today, so there's stuff around, but this is how it's looking for now. There we go. A sink and window. I love it. I love this kitchen. So if you keep going, you get into what they call the utility room. We have taken the door out and it's made a huge difference. The door opened that way, so every time I wanted to use those cupboards, I would have to close the door. It's gone. So there's my fridge freezer. I don't mind it there at all. I keep my microwave here, coffee as well. Have loads and loads of storage, guys. I will show you all of this another time. And then on this side, let me put the light on. It's not great, but Paul hang my plate rack, and I'm just displaying at the moment my enamel pots. There you go. To my delight, I was able to fit a Kallax unit there. This Kallax unit used to be in our living room, and I use it as storage, as you guys can see. And I store bits and bobs here and display some of my enamelware on top. Here's the chalk paint I bought. It's just white. And it has some hooks. I'm not going to put any coats there or anything like that. Those are like my shopping bags and used carrier bags, because I think coats in there next to the kitchen, they'll get smelly. Behind the door, I've hung my over the door ironing board holder, so it's there out of the way, and I've got some of my aprons. And then when you open here, you're back into the hallway. Upstairs, if you guys remember, there's this awkward cupboard right on top of the stairs. I haven't done much with this. This is where I want to put loads of plants and things like that. I've hung a picture there. Sorry, the lighting isn't great. And this is how it is for now, to be honest. And then there's the toilet. Again, I've just hung pictures, put some stuff on. And actually, if you guys can see this, there is, let me show you. I've put my cleaning products all in here. There's another picture on that wall. And then let me show you the bathroom. Again, I haven't done much. I intend to buy a cream cover, a cream curtain, sorry, and just go with the flow for now, because this is kind of like cream and pink, and I might get like some pink towels. And we had to buy that because there's no mirror in this bathroom. It's a medicine cabinet. And now check it out. Paul made me this unit out of leftovers. He basically broke a unit down so it would fit into one of his sheds, and this was leftover, so he made it into this handy little storage unit. And again, I haven't styled it or anything like that. It is what it is. It's working. I intend to paint it so it's a bit more guarded from the water coming from the bath or anything like that. So not much has changed in the bathroom. And then to the right, this is Alex's bedroom. Let me show you a different view. So there's his door. I've hung his gallery art up with a new addition, this arrow. I actually picked that up from Poundland, and it's the first time I've seen the arrows in the UK. I see them in the US all the time, but for £1 I thought that was brilliant. And everything on here is on with command tape. And then there's another picture there, and that's to hang his artwork. School starts next week, so there'll be loads coming. And I intend to put some shelves there. So for now it stays like that. And let me show you the picture that Paul made him is right there above his bed. His bed has to stay against the wall to fit in. We tried to see if it would fit this way, but it doesn't. It would just leave a tiny gap, so that's what works. At the end, there's this Kallax unit. I've not done much with the top. I will look at his little creations here. I will style this a bit better once I know what I'm doing. And then this area I absolutely hate. So I have to do something with this. I intend to get maybe a nice big rug here, and then the shelves to take some stuff off the floor and make the most of this empty wall, and it will look a lot better. And he's got a little window. We have put in these rails, and guys, these, if you're in the UK, let me see if I can show you a bit better. There we go. £5.99 from Pound Stretcher. I thought that was a bargain. Alex's wardrobe has been organised if you guys want to see more in depth, but this is what it's looking like. That's all his school stuff. I used this, I had all these hanging baskets that I don't need in the kitchen, so I brought them in here to make the most of the space, and just his essentials, you know, like pants, socks and vests. And then there's a bit of a mess there, stuff hanging. It isn't perfect. That is going to take some time. Let me show you the other side. This is the side that I'm least happy with. It's just stuff put into shelves just to get them out of boxes and off the floor. And we've used the Kallax unit in here. If you guys remember, there was a chest of drawers that I had put in here. I've used that chest of drawers somewhere else. I'm going to show you in a minute. But yeah, so this is his wardrobe for now. So straight out of his bedroom, and there's the stairs, and this is the master bedroom. This is the rug I picked up from IKEA. It's a lot smaller. We could do with a bigger rug, and basically there's stains on the carpet that I'm trying to hide, so I think a bigger rug might look nice. But here it is. Now this is not fully decorated, you guys. This is me just starting, and it's going to take some time. The bedding, you guys have seen my white bedding, but I'm thinking of going to cream and then using black accents or grey, like really dark grey, as you can see. So this will be a work in progress. We've hung those there. Over there, there's some of Paul's work memorabilia. All his friends wrote on there, and it's some geeky thing about work. They still haven't replaced the window. I don't know if I showed you guys, that glass is broken. Just put some photos on there. Those are our new bedside tables. I love them. They're so much bigger and spacious. Look, Paul's still got some stuff to do there. Sorry, the lighting is awful. And then there we go. This is the chest of drawers that it was inside Alex's wardrobe. We needed something that was smaller, because if you remember our old one, it was a big Hemnes, I think it's called, IKEA one, and it came like up to there, and it just like overshadowed the room. So we sold that, and with the proceeds we bought those those bedside tables, and I've actually now sold the bedside tables I used to have. This wall is empty, but this is going to be a big gallery wall that I'm working on. The door, our robes hanging, and Paul's wardrobe. I'm not even going to show you that. So as you come out of our bedroom, turn right, and this is my office slash dressing room and everything else basically. The bookshelves ended up here. We were hoping they were going to fit somewhere else, but they didn't. Paul hung my mirror there, which I can actually use. You can see the full body thing, you know, if you want to check out an outfit. My chair, my desk. This chest of drawers came in here. It's still a bit, there's bits and bobs, you know, but so this is where I get ready. I have my makeup, not makeup, face, skincare essentials there. And this is going to go, obviously. I've still got those boxes there are full of pictures. I need to get rid of that because we have extra. We've put that there. And here's my desk. I'll show you my window. So we are not overlooked. There's basically loads of garages. This is garages as well. So the nearest house is quite far away. So this is what my desk is looking like at the moment. Again, work in progress. And I've put a little gallery wall here. I intend to add to that. Now, this was going to be what I called my YouTube wall. So I was going to put loads of different pictures and art on here. So when I'm sat at my desk filming, you guys see a lovely wall. But we had nowhere to put this massive picture, and it goes really nicely in here. So let me see if I can give you, it's hard to fit it all in. So it literally is just above that desk. And this is my wardrobe. Again, I will show you this more in depth, but yeah, it works. It fits everything I own when it comes to clothes. So, and still space for more. That is it, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this tour. Stay tuned. There'll be other stuff coming up. Can't wait to share some more with you guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.